conversations and conference style.
Yeah. Yeah, you can have fun in there. I think you could play like games and stuff, and basketball and stuff like that. But here it's like so fun because you could be anybody.
Yeah.
You can just joke around all day and just start tagging everyone. Oh, there goes my battery again. Start writing down some stuff. Start tagging this place up. Where, dude? Was there any more markers?
Yeah, I did a meetup in Mozilla Hubs.
Oh,
A
cool.
local meetup in Mozilla Hubs, and that's another fun one because you can import models and import videos and GIFs and URLs into the world and just build stuff.
Oh yeah, you could import like PNG. Were you there last time? Was it you?
Oh yeah, I think we were messing around in there in the Greek, ancient Rome. Or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, yeah. That was okay. Cool. Yeah, that's true. That place is sick. That place is pretty cool. You could throw up some videos too on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah, and they have
That's pretty-
Bitcoin like models and different Bitcoin themed stuff in their database.
Oh,
You can just pull it up.
Oh, that's cool. We gotta do some. Well, I gotta go to that event. Then. When's your next event happening?
Probably next Tuesday. I'll post it in the VR chat because, yeah, I just posted it in the local because we usually do local meetups, but since all this shit's been going on, we haven't had any.
I know, dude. That's true. That's cool. I know there's a couple channels prompting up for crypto VR and stuff like that, which is so cool.
Yeah, it's cool how it started up right before this whole quarantine thing happened. Like the VR chat started right before.
Hey, you're right, it did.
Like it was meant to
It did
be.
start right. It was. And now it's time to bring Bitcoin to VR where there's no laws. They can't KYC us here. So,
It's true.
right? So, pretty soon, once people start valuing assets in the digital realm, so even more so. I think everybody's gonna stay in quarantine for another 6 months. That's what it's looking like.
6 months, really? Were you?
People are gonna start.
think-
There's already people that are protesting in Ohio and other places. Like
Oh.
people are gonna get, not gonna go along indefinitely.
Some people will protest, but then they'll notice they'll start getting sick, or we just need to keep. I think if we keep getting that income, well, I don't know if everybody's here from the U.S. or
Yeah.
yeah. So get
Eventually,
ready for
people are
that.
gonna have to get immune to it, and like either we wait around for a vaccine or we just do it the way
We all just
humans
get
have always
infected.
done it. But I mean, a lot
Yeah,
of people
but-
probably already are infected, and because it's
Well,
been
they
spreading.
think it's a
you know,
lot.
since
I read
April.
a study this morning that they think it's a lot less infected than they originally thought, which is not good. They want it to be the
Oh,
high
yeah.
infection rate,
The only
the
way to know
antibody
is to
test.
do like antibody testing.
right? They did a small sample study of 1,000 people, and like only 20% were infected. They wanted higher numbers.
Do you know where it was? What country?
It was in the States. I forget what state they did it in.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's the most important thing right now.
Well, yeah, I just figure like the longer people out of work, the longer, even if they stop people from getting thrown out, eventually the people have to pay their bills.
Yeah, well, that's where that universal basic income is trying to prop up. They're just feeding
Dude,
us in the
it's-
meantime.
It's $1,200. Big fucking deal. That doesn't even pay
Well,
my
that's
rent.
the thing.
That's getting
Yeah, you
taxed.
can't really quarantine with people who are homeless,
I know they're saying that they're doing a second package, so I think that's for the next month after this. So they're working on that. I think
Oh,
they
yeah,
should just
another
give it
2
to us for a
trillion.
month. Yeah,
So that's supposed to go to municipalities and businesses. That 2.3 they did yesterday.
yeah, I
figured
signed up
whatever.
for that.
I just keep
Yeah,
stacking sats. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's good. That's the best thing to do right now.
The only way out at this point. There's no other alternative that we have. Like, it's the only alternative, really.
I think if we just give up real life experiences and just stay in VR, that's hella cheap, right? You're just saving money from going out. Everything's free here.
It's not immersive enough yet.
The technology is being built. 5G.
Yeah. Like, I don't love... Like, I like coming on here. Like, I haven't been on 2 days on my headset, but I saw your thing in the Telegram. I don't, like, love it.
Mm-hmm. Only when there's, like, special events or something, huh?
Yeah,
That's
like,
the
I'm
only
gonna go
time
to Rodolfo's thing tomorrow.
That one should be good.
Is that in all space?
Yeah. It's at, like,
Yeah.
2 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah. It's about the cold card. I guess the guy that created cold card and open
Yep,
day.
yeah. He was just on
Awesome.
Tales from the Crypt. It was really good on Monday.
Oh, cool. I gotta check that one out.
Yeah, that
That's good,
podcast is
Sam.
really good.
Yeah, it is pretty good. You know what? You guys have a cold card? Or
I do, yeah.
Nope. No,
No?
I've never seen one.
It's dope as shit. It's really fucking cool.
it's really like
Oh.
offline, right? Like 100%.
Yeah, I mean, you use a micro SD card, so it never really touches internet.
Right, that's what
Well,
the talk tomorrow is about, the sneaker net.
Yeah,
The
and it's really
sneaker,
cool.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
so you can. It comes in a plastic bag, and when you first initialize the device, it reads the serial number of the bag, so you know it wasn't tampered with. It's really really cool.
Wow. Way to do it. Once
Yeah,
you create a
Costa sent me
wallet,
one.
do they give so when you create a wallet, it gives you a private key, right?
I'm sorry, I'm having.
Or
Can I lower the music myself or no?
Yeah, you can lower
Yeah.
it in the settings.
Oh, okay, hold on.
There's also a button
So-
over here for it. You come over here.
Oh yeah. You could reset it right here. Who drew that on that? There's
I put a mustache on him.
I got it.
Okay.
It. It's so much better now.
Okay, cool. So yeah, on that cold card wallet, when you create I guess you generate a new key pair or something. Do you get a private key, right, or is it a seed key, or is it what is it? Recovery phrase?
Yeah, it's a recovery phrase.
Oh, that's cool. So you just got to write that down and pretty much
Yeah.
you're set.
Yeah, I mean, I use
Alright,
it.
cool.
I use it for part of a multi-signature, so I don't even need to write it down. But yeah,
Does it have that
If-
fail-safe thing, kind of like a fake wallet, where you can give a fake? If you're
yeah, you
getting,
can
like,
add
interrogated?
a passphrase. Yeah,
Well, so like Trezor,
You
you
can
can, I think, or Ledger, you can have two wallets. One's like a fail-safe, or if someone's like interrogating
called a-
you, you
it's
give
called a
them the
passphrase.
fake wallet.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
yeah. You can have unlimited wallets on them. You can just have different. It's called a 25th word or a 13th word. So you could have unlimited wallets on the one device. So you can
so
even
you
have like a
can
double
already-
fail-safe wallet.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's cool.
I mean, the best thing to do though is to have a multi-signature wallet. Though you would never need like a fail-safe wallet.
So multi-sig is just having two keys you need, right? I mean,
Well, it's having n
At
of
least
m.
two.
So like, I use a 3 of 5. So any 3 keys will be able to fully sign a transaction. But you can do anything. A lot of people do 2 of 3.
okay.
So you could keep one at work, one at home, and one in a safety deposit box. Something like that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And you don't need to. The best part is you don't need to write down the seed phrases.
So if you don't write down the seed phrases, where are the seed phrases at?
So you create the wallet. You just create the wallet. So if God forbid you lost a key, you still have the other 2 keys to sign on. You could then just create a new multi-signature wallet.
Okay, and where are those other 2 keys though? They're inside the cold card wallet or?
No. So it's like having 3. You would have 3 totally different devices.
Oh, okay.
So you could have 1 ledger, 1 Trezor, and 1 cold card, 2 ledgers, 1 Trezor, whatever you want, and you would keep them in different locations.
Okay, so you still have to keep them in different locations. These keys.
Correct, because if a robber came in, you wouldn't want them together. That's the whole point.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I get you.
I mean, everyone has
And it's
different threat
also-
models. Sorry, what'd you say?
I was going to say, it's also about you could have 3 different hardware wallets, and 2 different hardware wallets would have to be insecure, fatally insecure, so that your setup is insecure. If one is insecure, let's say Trezor, you could just put an URL in the web and you could take someone's bitcoins out. But you have a 2 of 3, so 2 of these devices have to be fatally insecure.
Exactly. So yeah, like you don't want to use all from one hardware manufacturer. So I use a combination of Ledger, Trezor, and Coldcard.
What happened here?
There's just different risk models. What's his name? Jameson Lapon has a really good article about it on Casa's website.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to reset and come back. I think you guys will be fine in here though.
All right.
So I'll head out. I think you guys should be fine. If not, just friend request again or just join me. Or I'll send you an invite if it crashes. I have to reset this.
Okay.
My
What's this guy
screen
doing
went
over here? Mirko, what avatar is that from? Your character?
I found it in a world. One of the worlds here.
Dude, isn't it like that little tree figure? Isn't that from something?
Good. I think it's good. Something.
Or
those
more?
I also like a character.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm looking it up. Yeah, it's Groot from the Marvel comic. Right.
No, I don't think
I
it's
think
Groot.
the text on. I think the text on your back is the wrong way around, isn't it? Let me check.
I can't see it. I don't know.
That would make sense. It's a singular image with the text right on front and it's mirrored on the back, so the B is mirrored, but the text is also mirrored, so you can't read it on the back.
Oh, okay.
You guys are in the States or not?
I'm from the EU.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm from the States.
Ah. Mm.
So he said it took you guys like a week to build this world.
It was mostly him that built it. I think he had some help from someone else, but
And do you build it in VR or you build it on a computer?
yeah, you use what's the program? Unity. It's a
Blender?
program called Unity
On the PC or on the device?
on PC. So you like build it and then you import it, and then you got to have it. The VR chat developers have to clear it for you to use it and stuff. Because there's been worlds and avatars that will glitch your game. So if you like go in a world, it'll just glitch out your game and lock it. And so
So it's a bug in the game and not in the map.
yeah, there's a way to exploit avatars where it'll just like take over your game. Essentially, you have to reinstall the game to fix it.
So instead of fixing the game, they fixed the words.
Well, yeah, they've probably been trying to fix it, and then they just find new exploits and Old cat and
Can you
mouse.
see that I have my menu up or no?
No,
No.
you can only see your hands moving.
So what was your guys' interest in getting into Bitcoin?
Well, I've told what is it? I can't recall the guy's name before. It was with me more of a thing. I come from computer science background or interest in computers in general, and I saw some channel with doing a mining rig and was a ridiculous fan setup. So I was like, this has to be an April Fool's joke. So I watched the video, and then it was about mining thing and something with Bitcoin. I was like, what's this thing about? And it was with the proof of work because I'm background in computer science, it made immediate sense. So yeah, hashing. Why isn't hashing done as a to make email spam more hard or to make it cost? Why isn't this used? And then the rest all made sense in the computer science sense because I knew cryptography and everything. So
Well, that's what Hashcash was for email, right?
yeah.
I was just in it from a financial perspective. I used to trade equities after college, and I've been hodling for like 7 years now, I guess.
Hodling?
Yeah, I kind of came from just a world of questioning the Fed and current monetary policy. And I came across that old "What is Bitcoin" video. It was like this animated kind of cheesy video, and thought it was lame. Didn't really understand it. But then when I came back to it, I saw the white paper like a year later, and I'm more technical. And when I read the white paper, I was like, all right, this is kind of like BitTorrent for money.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And so I wish I came across a technical paper earlier on and not some video of that.
Who doesn't wish that?
Yeah,
for
I
most
got in it
people-
from. God,
How did you get in?
I remember reading about Mount Gox, and then I was like, this shit's pretty cool. And then I got into reading about like
stay
actual
away.
how money is created. So kind of like how backwards, I guess.
I find it funny with all these people saying empty gox when even Andreas says it wrong because he says it's MTG Magic the Gathering online exchange,
Yeah.
and then he always says empty gox. And it's like, no, it's not Mount Gox, it's Magic the Gathering online exchange. So MTGOX.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
I would always
You know
say
what?
Mount
I had-
Gox too, just because.
I had a chance to get in, and that was at the time when Silk Road was busted, and it was I think $100. I don't know how much it was. It was kind of pricey. I was like, no way I'm gonna get into this illegal, this illegal type of digital money thing. I had the money to get in it too, but I wish I could have, like you, read the white paper, because I was so into computers at that time. So would have been
Yeah.
a perfect timing to get in.
But with
But I
most
did it.
people, you have to remember, he looked at it and was like, nerd money. 2 years
Yeah.
later, they see it again. It's like, huh,
How did it get
it
to
still
3,000?
exists.
How did it get to 20?
It's
Yeah.
what is the Dan Held article if planting seeds. You have the seed once, and then it's like, meh. Then the tree grows, and you're like, there's something there.
Yeah. Yeah, it has staying power, so people keep hearing about it, and then eventually they look deeper. And because all the times that the news has said it was dead and that it crashed, and then 2-3 years later, here it is, new all-time high, and people are like, "What the fuck?"
But
Yep.
it's also a good idea in general to look at things like VR. It's like, oh, there's all this thing about VR. If it's still there in 2 years, I'll look into it. It does make sense because with all these things coming out, you're like, I'll give it a year. If it still exists, maybe there's something to it.
I know that's true.
So-
It kind of changed my perspective on like new things at a new, like actually
Yeah.
really look into them. Because after seeing what Bitcoin did, it's like, what other technology is out there? Kind of like this VR. That's why
I
creators
think
follow that.
I think
Yeah.
Bitcoin is a once in a multi-generational invention now. Almost like the internet, as opposed to VR is just
That's
like
true.
the next, like from a landline phone to a cell phone or a smartphone.
Yeah, I think VR is like the next like Facebook. That's how I see VR as a social
Yeah.
interaction.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Bitcoin is
Say-
a world changer.
Yeah.
Saying
Bitcoin is-
VR is the next Facebook is a really bad thing, I'd say, because to me, if you say Facebook, it's like, oh,
Oh no!
lying to
Privacy.
people and taking all the information. Oh, I don't like VR
Yeah.
anymore.
I'm selling your data
As
right
I have an
now.
Oculus Quest on my head, I have an Oculus Quest on my brain.
Yeah, I know. So
Yeah.
they're seeing everything.
And I'm like-
They're hearing it. So-
I disable Wi-Fi every time I don't use it. I close camera. I try to use Linux and everything. And I have two cameras from Facebook sitting right here looking at.
Yeah. You can just use a VPN through your router, though.
Yeah, I'm using VPN, but if it's Facebook, oh, it goes through the VPN to Switzerland for me, and then, oh, it goes to Facebook. It doesn't change anything if Facebook sends from your computer to themselves. It doesn't change a thing.
Oh,
The only difference is your ISP doesn't see it.
Yeah.
But if Facebook sees it,
Yeah.
the NSA sees it. If the NSA sees it, every government on Earth sees it.
Yeah, I try to stay
Did
away
you
from
guys
Facebook
see
and
how
Twitter.
much? Did you guys see what Jack Dorsey donated yesterday?
Oh yeah,
For
that
their-
he donated $1 billion,
Yeah, like $1
right?
billion.
yeah,
Yeah,
27% of his net worth.
Good for
Hopefully it doesn't
that
get-
guy.
All wrapped up in bureaucracy and shit.
I know, right? I'm pretty sure other people are gonna follow what he did. Jeff Bezos is probably gonna. I'll stack $2 billion down, top that.
No, Jeff Bezos is like not a good entrepreneur. If you look up his like
Listen.
donating numbers,
Most of his money's gone. Not half of his money. I think is gone.
yeah, the wife took like 50 billion or something.
She'll probably donate like a good $2 billion. Watch.
Mhm.
Trying to invite somebody in. Somebody was trying to get in right now. They're not showing up.
Hold on, right back.
Nope. Let's start writing on this guy right here. Hold on. Yo, what's up, camera dude? We're gonna put some glass on you. You need some glass. Then we're gonna
Part
put
of the
something
EU
else.
are you in?
No, I'm not going to say that.
Oh, okay.
There you
But then, where's the difference? It's the same bad. That's it.
go. How is it? How is it looking in? I mean, in the EU, is it? I mean,
I just got.
I can tell
it
you, I was for university. I was in Germany the last few years, and there was tornado in where I'm living, and I didn't notice that. Someone had to tell me
Wow.
that happened. So I don't know what's happening now.
I just
Okay, I
saw
wonder how
a news headline that in London they're burning down 5G cell towers because they think it's related to
Yeah.
the coronavirus.
No, I'd say it seems to me
It might-
more. We're thinking about it. The Reason magazine was like, no, 5G does not have anything to do with corona, and it seems more like some people are taking down the 5G because of China and the spying that's now very accurate with 5G and something, and people are like, if we say these people think it's of the coronavirus, we can do theatrics in the news so that people don't look at the money and whatever. Just a distraction.
Well, yeah, even
Yeah,
Zoom chat is like owned by China and had really bad security, and
Yep.
a lot of businesses
Yeah,
are
like-
banning it because they can just, China can just spy on company secrets by watching the Zoom.
And what was
We're
the
doing a
founder said-
tremendous job. Trust me, we have the greatest country in the world, a great economy. We'll be back soon. Trust me.
That's pretty good.
Funny. The
How'd you
Zoom
get here,
founder
Trump?
said
That what?
the Zoom founder, what was today, he said like, oh no, the privacy, we didn't know what we did. We didn't think of all these things. Like, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, they use like really shitty encryption, like 128-bit.
No,
It's
it's
probably
their
making
own
money off
encryption.
selling data.
Oh, they
And they
rolled
sent
around.
the servers out to China.
It's like,
What a joke.
What else is there to use out there? I mean,
um,
Skype. Even that. I think Skype already.
there's what is Jitsi
Oh, Jit-
and some other
Jitsi,
thing,
yeah.
was it?
Oh, yeah,
A lot of
Jitsi
people's
is
house
a
parties
web-based
just to
one.
chill out.
But there's also another one I can't recall it, and
Well,
I'm on
there's
Windows
Hangout.
right now,
That's
so I
by
can forget
Facebook.
it.
I mean, I don't know why we're complaining. This place is built by Facebook.
Yeah, this is pretty much like Zoom.
Yeah, that's the reason to
This is pretty
complain.
much like Zoom. You gotta watch out what we say.
Mark Zuckerberg's listening.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh,
Cool, you
hey.
got in.
Welcome.
I did.
You just joined me, right?
You're
You just
tiny.
joined.
Yeah, I
You had
did.
the
Yeah, I did.
Oh, that's good. Then I don't have to invite stuff.
I'm gonna pick him up.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
I'll
no,
still
wait!
invite.
I sent a request. I had to do it. I had to do it twice, and then I got your second one. I couldn't do it manually. Is
Okay,
there a
cool.
is there a music button in this room?
Welcome.
Yeah, it's over by the
Yeah.
tree here.
Right here. Whoa, who drew that on that guy? Not cool. That's- were you here at the last one, Merkel? The one on Saturday? The last
No,
event
I
here?
missed that one.
Oh, you mean, oh, okay. Yeah, we were all in the bar. The guy who's recording is Rome. But I don't think he's remote right now. I think he's at work. So he just set it up, which is cool. I'm gonna erase this right here. Are you drawing some legs on him? I'm drawing a mask on him. Here. The old camera dude.
What's the ERP stand for on your arm?
Wait, am I in the floor
ERP.
right now?
It's a shitcoin. Why? I'm not allowed to. This is a Bitcoin VR world, but still. No, I don't know. I don't know what ERP means. Some type
It's
of
just a hazmat
hazmat.
suit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I in the floor for you guys too?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you're in the floor.
Here, let me go
Great.
get. Anybody want a drink? I'm about to go get some drinks. Anybody want one? I know you.
Yeah, I'll take
the only
one.
thing you is water, right? And
She's
Marco,
not
I think
coming.
you're all whiskey. Yeah, I'll bring in some drinks. I'll help you. All right. Ooh,
Oh, the whole
ordered
bottle,
it.
huh?
The whole bottle.
Nice.
There you go. Let me go grab my drink. How'd you take it through the portal?
I don't know. Stonekrypt brought it out.
Go here. Or what is this? I can't really see what it says. Let me test. Oh, I forgot your water, dude. Here. Let me set
No, I
this
have
on
it right
top.
here.
Okay. All right, let's take this. Let's pour it up. First, let's give a shot to the camera guy. There you go. Pour it up. More? More, you said? Here's the whole bottle, my dude. We gotta get him wasted so he doesn't know how long he's been here. Just keep recording. What did they draw at the bottom? I wonder if I could set it down on the car, on top of the car. Can I? Oh, cool. Wow, it's floating. Alright, so let's put some graphics on this DeLorean. There you go.
Hmm.
Where'd you guys go?
I'm trying
Oh,
to get
she's
her to
checking
come over,
everything
but
out.
she's.
Checking everything out.
Alright, guys. I'm gonna talk to you later.
You got it, man. Let's probably see you tomorrow.
All right, see you later.
At the
This
cool
is
card
fun,
event.
though. Good job. This is awesome.
Alright, cool. Thanks, my dude. Catch you later.
Gotta go back in time and buy the dips. Take the
Yeah.
DeLorean.
Buy the dips at 35 cents. How those people felt. Oh no! From $1 it went down to 25 cents. I'm gonna sell my 4,000 Bitcoin. It's like, why would you? We're gonna say that now about our sats. Why did
Yeah,
we sell
exactly.
our 200,000 sats? Each sat's $1.
Merkel, who is that supposed to be?
I'm just a tree. I'm a Merkle tree. I help you verify things in the digital world.
Oh,
I mean, like, is that your avatar or is that from someplace? I don't know. There's too many games out these days.
No, I just found it in one of the avatar worlds here.
Oh, okay.
cool. Merkle tree.
It's actually the bird on top that's talking. The tree is just carrying.
That was an
him.
egg.
Yep. Yeah, it's Sylvanus, but he's not a god, but a penguin.
Is it? No, it looks like it.
No, I'm saying Sylvanus is a god that lives on the tree.
Oh,
So you're not
okay.
the god itself, but it's a penguin,
Oh, okay.
or close to
Oh,
penguin.
now you're a Bitcoin. Okay, cool. I gotta check this out. I can't wait to see it yet. See? I see it on your. That's weird. That seems like a simple avatar, and I still can't see it on the quest. It's
Oh,
pixelated.
really?
Well,
Yeah,
the quest
it
has a 20,000 polygon limit, so if anybody has over 20k polys on their unit, you're not going to see them.
Wow, that has 20k polys.
Are you a Knuckles character?
I'm a Ugandan Knuckles character.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I can't see yours either.
Can you see me? My little
No.
man?
No, I can't.
No.
You
Just
don't show
limitations
up.
of the quest. Said.
What are you on, CQ?
CV1. Hardwired into the computer.
Oh, cool. Well, that's good. You probably see everything great.
Oh yeah, I have no problem seeing anybody.
You know
Some
what I
people
did
load
notice?
in. Go ahead.
If you look at the top, it looks different from what quest users see. I think you can see like certain lines up there. Somebody else pointed out to me.
Yeah, you can see the
But I mean-
seams from textures. Like there.
Yeah, right. I guess
There. Yeah.
you can see like small defects. Yeah, I can. Too. That's why it never bothered me. I don't know if it bothers. That's alright.
Mm.
Dude,
You shouldn't have pointed it out.
Are you using Blender? Because I come from a Maya background. I've been using Maya for like 15 years, and it's time to like learn Blender. And their UI is so fucked that it's like muscle memory is just killing me with Blender, and I just can't do it. Like Maya is fine
No.
though.
I think you make this in Unity. So I designed how the way it's gonna look. I didn't do the 3D modeling here.
Well, then,
Oh,
usually
okay.
if you do something
You
in
can
Unity,
import.
you do it in Blender or in Maya. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
In Unity, you don't do 3D modeling.
Oh, I know. I understand. I've made avatars and stuff
fine,
like
yeah.
that. So I didn't know if I was just under the assumption that he was super freaking awesome and made this like in Maya and stuff too. So
No, I don't know.
And it was like 5 years ago.
Exactly.
I did with two classmates. We tried to do a 3-player chess game, and someone made the chess figures in Blender. So I did what was the menu networking, but we just stopped. So Nah. Or something with the logic of how the chess piece should move and whose turn didn't work correctly, but I think was more me doing the networking. I had to do with the guy who did the logic and was like, nah.
I'm working on a little like this size avatar. It's a Moogle, and it has like the characteristics of Radio Gosha. Like, I don't know if you know who they are, but they make cool animations and stuff like that.
Do you know what is Gravity Falls?
Gravity Falls?
Yeah, it's what is animation? Is it from this? No, not Disney.
Nope.
But there's a character called Zeus, and there's one scene in Halloween episode or something where he's dressed as not Zeus written on his hat, and that would be the character I would want to do in VR, but I'm too lazy to do it. Wouldn't be that hard. The stomach, the hat, not Zeus.
Yeah. People severely underestimate the amount of time it makes to do a VR character, and rigging, and weight painting, and textures, and modeling. And then making it low res for Quest users.
Do you have any cool Quest avatars on you right now?
No, this is actually my second account because I like to separate my coin life from my other account. So
That's good.
I just got access on this character.
Do that?
Oh man, I grabbed his. I still can't see your part. I think you're. Oh wait. Okay, you're still Bitcoin. That's cool. I wish I could grab that.
But that's also the funny thing about the Telegram group, because like, hey, give us your phone number. We totally won't do anything bad with it, and I'm like,
oh no.
guys, the Bitcoiners and they're using Telegram. Are you kidding me?
Oh shit, Bioshock. What's up, little sis?
Yeah, I found this one too.
That one's pretty rad.
Oh,
Cool.
you're freaky looking.
I think his name is Freaky Freddy.
Yeah, this is a good model that someone made. Really good animations too.
Yeah, so especially getting that right there, that Bitcoin's done. I was like, we gotta blend it in to the sunset, to the cloud. So.
Yeah, Blender's kind of just as good as Maya these days.
Yeah. It is.
I started on 3D Max and then got into Maya, and then mostly just use ZBrush because I don't really rig or animate. I just like the model.
Yeah, I use ZBrush too. It's interesting because once you have muscle memory from like Max or Maya or something like that, and then you go to Blender and it doesn't follow any traditional hotkeys at all, you're just like, what the fuck? It's frustrating.
What is its setup?
It's like to move something instead of W, it's G. To add something, it's Shift A, and just
It's
things
like
are in
rotate and
places.
pan.
It's not W-E-R, no.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's different.
Maybe there's a script that will make it like hotkeys like Maya or something.
Well, the problem with that is when you're trying to learn Blender and someone's like, oh, you have to hit like Shift Control 4 or something, and it's rebound to something different, and you're like, oh, okay, well, that didn't work.
Yeah, tutorials don't really work.
Alright, good one. Setting up the live the link.
Stone, I live in Seattle, so there is a thing called the Troll Bridge, and your avatar looks exactly like him. If you Google Seattle Troll Bridge, it's pretty much identical.
So much about OPSEC.
Oh, you mean this avatar? Cool.
Yeah.
Somebody actually, guy that created a world I went to, he created this ever. It's called something Freddy. I don't know. That's funny. I thought it was from a movie. But I guess that's where he got it, from Seattle. How is it out there?
I'm not in
You guys on-
the center of Seattle. I'm a little bit north, so it's not as bad. But you know,
Everybody's just. That's where it started, right? I mean, that's where the whole virus started here.
yeah. It's ironic because it's usually cloudy and rainy, but every day since this has started, it's been nothing but sun. So everybody wants to be outside
Oh,
doing things.
That's true. It's always
And-
cloudy and muggy and raining. Yeah.
And I shit you not, when I go to the grocery store, I have to pass by a Lowe's, and the parking lot is like going to the mall on Christmas. It's like people have nothing better to do than home projects. It's like they're part of the problem for sure.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people like starting gardens and stuff, which is cool.
I know we should start. We all should start some garden, just in case there's no right. These trailer guys don't end up these.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
He said the bad things. Wasn't supposed to say that.
Self-sustainability, not allowed.
Is this a bot?
Yeah, it's a live stream.
Oh, cool.
So remember that you said you live north of Seattle to everyone watching this, or the recording at least.
That's fine. I don't care.
And people know that you use the specific software. So, hey, north of Seattle uses that software. How many people are left?
I don't leave
even
the
know how
house,
to-
so it's fine.
So they look at the location data. Doesn't leave the house.
Oh wow, she actually lives in Canada. Oops.
Classical double bluff.
We got kicked out.
Why did-
Sorry, guys.
Why does this dice make a quacking sound when I pick it up?
Why does
This
it
is
make
quack
a
for
I
you?
don't
noise?
hear any cracking. No.
It
No.
quacks.
I don't hear. I don't hear anything.
I think you're cracking.
So, let me change back to my avatar.
That'd be a great
Right.
way to just make some dice into a room and do a 1 in 50 chance that it cracks for a certain person, and everyone thinks you're crazy.
Let's just throw some dice. And we'll generate a private key right now. There you go. 2.
Yeah, someone made a
private
private
key on the
key
live
generator
stream.
for a scientific calculator.
Oh, cool. How does that work?
You roll the dice and input it into the calculator, and then it spits out a private key.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah, I could probably do RSA from my head if you give me an hour to figure it out again.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could do a private key by hand if you wanted with dice, and then do the calculation
Well,
by
you
hand.
can do a transaction by hand if you have nothing better to do with your life.
Well, yeah, someone tried to mine something by hand. They mined one.
There you go. There it goes right there. Oh, so everything erased as soon as I left the world. We wrote on him. Wow. Yeah, let's check it out over here.
Wait,
I'm
so
gonna
everyone that
see if you
joins
can
doesn't
see it.
anything or what?
Coffee? You know what? I've wanted to expand this. So CQ, you built a world in VR chat, or
Just avatars, but I'm working
okay,
on a
just-
world.
yeah, I wanted to do a portal, like a couple more portals that take you somewhere else. Because I already expanded on the space here. Because this is I made it available for Quest users. So in order to expand
Yeah,
it
that's
more, I would have to
smart.
portals now. Yeah, because nobody, most users actually come from Quest here or PC, so I can't have it, too intense for them too. high performance for them. They probably won't join. They'll glitch out. But I think putting portals here would help. I mean, I don't know. Oh, cool. I accepted.
Yeah, I think I will. It's just they have to be low poly, unfortunately.
I wonder
So-
how it would work if we all join the portal at the same. If it all takes us to the same instance. That's.
You can. There's a certain amount of users that could go in per room, but you have to remember that the Oculus Quest is really just a mobile device that they've packed into a all-in-one unit, so they can't render like a 1080 can on a computer. So you need to be very selective with how many
Yeah.
maps you have in a world, how big they are, and what your poly count is.
With I think the poly count doesn't really count if there's a portal because that takes you to a different world, right?
No, that's
Within this
correct.
world?
It does not. Right. So the world that you're
Okay.
in has a limit, like
Which
per
is
world
like
basis.
I think most of the limit is exceeded through the Cyberdome, which is cool. But I'm second thinking it, seeing if I could put something else instead of that. It's kind of really huge, thinking about minimizing it.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
It's pretty big, and I was like, I mean, there can't be too many Quest users in here. disorder.
I like that Satoshi quote you have in the bar.
Oh, I know that. He actually said
It's a
that.
good idea to put up just pictures with quotes, Hal Finney or Satoshi or.
Yeah, I want to put up a Hal Finney one. You're right. I gotta look for a good quote. Is
Yeah, he's got some good ones.
I think he's Satoshi. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, definitely possible.
He's real possible. I mean, I don't know. They check like the whole writing, I guess what they call it.
Oh yeah,
Like
matching the writing
the-
file.
Yeah, and they matched it to what's his name? That other guy. I think within what's his name? Not Spanos.
Oh, Gavin.
Nick Zabo.
Oh, Nick Zabo. Yeah.
I think that guy. Yeah. He was. He created another money thing. They matched it to him. I mean, and then in there he says like bloody and all that. So I was like, no way, this is Craig Wright.
Yeah, Craig Wright is just. He's like a cult leader, or a certain set of the
He is, right?
population will fall for it.
What about that guy Gavin Anderson that actually said, "Oh yeah, I saw it. I saw him with the private key."
Yeah,
So
that
now-
guy's sketchy too. He went and talked to
Yeah,
the
now you
CIA,
can't
and
even
that's why
trust him.
Satoshi disappeared.
Yeah, I think he does know who it is.
Yeah, that's when Satoshi disappeared because Gavin's like, "Oh, I got invited to talk with the CIA about Bitcoin."
No.
Satoshi's
what are you
like, "See ya."
doing, Gavin? I'm out.
He's just like naive, I think.
And then he lied about that, you know, saying that Craig had that. So.
He could have been a spook,
can't-
just a plant, you know.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true.
'Cause I'm sure they probably have tried to infiltrate or influence, and
You know what? I'm gonna get out of this world and I'll come back right now. I'm
alright.
trying to invite her, and I think I need to reset it. One second.
It's a click portal.
Oh my god, the alcohol bottle's meowing at me too. Wait, is this olive oil or alcohol? I'll make a... None of the above.
Never seen an olive oil bottle like that. You fixing the tire? You changing the tire over here?
No, I'm trying to get in the car.
I figured out where the meowing was coming from. It was my avatar. If I hold down 2 triggers, then like little hearts come out of my ears and it meows.
I can't do it again.
I don't know if it has a diminishing return. My ears go down? Sometimes it works. Okay.
It's very quiet, meow.
Yep. You know what,
We
that's
solved the
weird.
mystery. We solved the mystery where the meowing was coming from.
Where was it coming from?
My avatar, if I hold down 2 trigger things at the same time, it makes a pouty face and meows.
That's good. Probably not. Thought it was a glitch, a bug in here. Hey, you know
It's
what?
a glitch in the
So some-
Matrix.
It is. This is the Matrix. Some people were requesting me, and I can't invite them in, I guess, because you know how I left? So I came back in, and I guess I'm not. One of you guys, I guess, is in charge of this world right now. I don't know who. But when I got out, I could see their request. But as soon as I get in here, that request, I don't see that green request add button.
Probably expired. Mm,
Yeah, I mean, even though I set up this world, I guess I'm not. I'm trying to see here who's in charge of it. Visitor, new user, new user. You see, you're as a visitor. Maybe it's you, Marnsis. You're head honcho here.
Can you? Oh, I guess that wouldn't work because if you drop a portal, it's not gonna.
Well, we could drop
Mhm.
a portal to another world, but you see, Rome is live streaming here. I don't think he can move. I don't know if he's home right now. See, look, I could drop a portal right now. Can you guys drop a portal? Do you
No.
guys have the option to? No. So I have the option to drop
The portal to here.
Oh, you know, I can always come back with Rome. So it's gonna be a portal where it's friends plus. So this portal. I don't know if you guys want to try this one. Let me message Rome if he could go to this room.